Today, we're going to explore how coaching can help you reclaim your sense of self and unlock your full potential beyond motherhood. So if you're ready to embark on this adventure, this empowering adventure, then you're in the right place. You're going to learn a little bit about coaching. If you're not sure what that is, you've been hearing about coaches, you're just not sure if that's something that could help you, today may help answer those questions. As mothers, we often find ourselves fully dedicated to our children and to our family and to their needs. And while it's a beautiful thing, it's essential to remember the importance of maintaining our own sense of self, right? Like different or distinct from that of mom or wife or even a professional, right? Like outside of your work life. It's not selfish. And it's absolutely necessary for our personal growth and overall well-being, right? You hear me all the time preach about self-care. Self-care is a piece of the puzzle to being able to get back yourself. I understand that it can be super challenging to prioritize ourselves in the midst of all our responsibilities. Remember, I am raising 6 kids, like, well, 2 are already raised. I wish I could have some time back to raise them again because I feel like there's still some things that I could have taught them. But that's not here or there. But I have 4 kids at home. I have got a lot of responsibilities. I'm constantly looking at my schedule, like saying, like, what can I eliminate? What can I automate? What can I delegate, right? Those 3 steps that we talked about last week in the challenge. We are loaded with so many different responsibilities. And today I want to remind you that you deserve your own dreams, your own passions, and your own personal fulfillment. Your family deserves that. When you've put yourself in the background of your life and you've put yourself on the shelf or whatever it is, and you decided to lean into these expectations that may not have been very realistic, and you've gotten yourself almost trapped, like feeling like you can never live up to these expectations that you placed, yet you continue to try, you continue to do all the things that you think you need to be doing. Little by little, you've lost yourself. You've decided like that this is your most important role, which it is a very important role, but it's not the only role you play. And so I want you to realize that you deserve to have your own passions and your own dreams and your own feeling like you are fulfilled. And that only comes when you're willing to accept that there's more of you than just the roles you play. So let's take a moment to reflect on our own journeys and how we can reclaim our true selves. I want to talk about some of the signs that may exist, or some of the signs that may indicate that you may be ready to hire a coach. Have you ever felt overwhelmed, stuck, or unsure of the next steps in your life? These are common feelings, especially during times of transition or personal growth. Like these are like as you start giving yourself permission to pursue your passions, to focus on your own personal fulfillment. There may be times where you feel stuck, where you're like, what's next? What should I do? Coaching can help you navigate those challenges and provide the support you need. I wish I had a coach back in the day, and because my story really, well, I became a mom in 2000, actually January 1st, 2000, our first daughter was born. But for 12 years, I held myself back. I put myself on the shelf. It's not that I didn't do anything for myself, but when I did, I felt totally and completely shameful and guilty and like I was doing something wrong. So I didn't know how to get past that guilt. I didn't know how to get past like the perfectionism of like, and those unrealistic expectations that kept me trapped. And so I did a lot of work. I did so much work, and having a coach there would have made it a lot faster and would have really help guide me to where I wanted to be, where I wanted to feel like I could do things without the guilt, where I could be somebody other than a mom. So I want you to ask yourself, do I feel like I'm at a crossroads? Do I crave personal growth and a sense of fulfillment? And am I ready to invest time and energy into my own development? And if the answer is yes to any of these questions, coaching may be the right path for you. It's a new thing. And it seems like it was funny because in 2019, when I was like, okay, I'm going to start a business, right? And I started a therapy practice and a health coaching practice because I got certified as a health coach. And I didn't really even know what a health coach did. Like at that time, coaching was really new to me. And the reason I got certified as a health coach, let me backtrack a bit, was because I was a Zumba instructor. And as part of that, every time you had to get recertified, I stepped back from being a Zumba instructor and instead I became a group fitness instructor. And I got certified by the American Council on Exercise by that. But then you had to take classes in order to keep up the certification. And every time I was like, oh, I picked things that were interesting to me. And I could have did like just little classes here and there. But every time I was like, let me just actually do the certification and really dive in deep into these different areas. So that was how I did it. So then I became a health coach as part of that, a certified health coach. And when I started my business, I hired a coach. And it was somebody very similar to how you may be consuming my content. I started watching her on YouTube. And the more I watched, the more I was learning. And I knew that I could do this on my own. I could start a business on my own, but it would have taken me way long to even learn all of the things that it took, right? I could have done this. And I'm not saying like you can reclaim your sense of self. You can learn to let go of that guilt, but it's going to take you a very long time. So a coach actually puts you on the fast track to getting to the goals that you want to get to. So I hired this business coach, and it was funny because when I went to ask my husband, it was a lot of money, like to hire a business coach. And I remember him just being like, yes, like do it. Like he encouraged me to do it. He was like, we will find the money for you to hire this coach because he wanted me to be successful, right? Like just like your husband, your spouse, your family, they want you to be you. They want you to live to your greatest version, right? Lean into your best self. And it was mostly like that confidence that I was feeling, the lack of confidence, like feeling like, can I do this? It's going to take really long. Like, am I on the right track? Like all of these things. And once I hired the coach, I was able to really gather that confidence that was already within me, but I was able to bring that to the surface. And I felt like the whole world of coaching opened up to me. Like, I was like, holy smokes, like what I can do with this, like is amazing. And how it was such a great way for me to serve other women, which is where I really wanted to be. So that's how I came into the world of coaching and how I hired my first coach. And since then, I've hired other coaches to help me along the way based upon what my goals are. As you may have read or did I mention it in the last live? I think I might have mentioned it during the challenge last week. I'm now working with two coaches, one for my business and one on mindset as it relates to weight loss. So I hired these two coaches, and it's just like that fast track helping me really zero in on what I need to do and those action steps to get to where I want to be. So that is what a coach does. And it's such a powerful tool. It's a powerful tool that can support you in achieving personal growth. Coaching provides that safe and supportive place or the space for self-reflection, exploration, and goal setting. Through coaching, you can gain clarity about your values, strengths, and aspirations. Yes, I have that written because I wanted to make sure that I got that through and was clear about what exactly coaching can provide you, right? It's more than just holding you accountable. Like in the end, you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to be able to honor your own commitments to yourself. But as a coach, will help you really get clear on what are those goals that you want to set. What are those specific action steps that make sense for you and for the life you're living and for your family? And what are the roadblocks? What are the potential roadblocks that can come up? And let's brainstorm, let's troubleshoot and problem solve and do all of those things so that we can clear the path for you to get to where you want to go. Imagine having someone by your side, helping you develop strategies, overcoming obstacles, and holding you accountable to your goals. And that's what coaching offers, a dedicated partnership, focusing on your personal and professional development. It's a transformative journey that can only open doors to a more fulfilling life. Okay, let me just check. I gotta refresh my screen and come back into the group just to make sure to see if anyone's watching live. All right. And if you're watching this on replay, hashtag replay, and I'm in the group. So definitely let me know if you have any questions about this. You can ask in the comments or you can send me a direct message. I love being in my DMs and having actual conversations one-on-one with you. So either way, but if you have questions about the video, I encourage you to put them in the comments, because if you have a question, chances are somebody else has a question, the same question. So be helping each other. So as mothers, finding balance can be quite challenging. We juggle multiple roles and responsibilities, often putting ourselves last, but coaching can help us find that equilibrium where we prioritize our own well-being and honor our unique journeys. So the coaching that I provide, we focus on specific steps that are going to help you reclaim your sense of self. Right? Like what that looks like is going to be different depending on who you are. And we help I help you dig that out or get clear on who is that you want to become. Who is that best version of yourself? And we talk a lot about boundaries, about those unrealistic expectations, if perfectionism, people pleasing, like if those things are getting in your way, we talk about specific ways to dismantle them and, get them out of here and how to deal with them so that they're not standing in your way. We also talk about like time management, creating boundaries around all of the things you're doing. When you're feeling overwhelmed, what are some of those things that you can do to cope and to minimize all of the distractions? And we ultimately align your actions with your values. And we do a lot of digging about what are those values? What do you value? What do you deserve? What are your basic human rights? It's all about embracing your individuality and defining success on your terms. So that's why coaching, the first step is we get on a phone call, because I want to find out if coaching is right for you. You have to be coachable. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to put yourself out there and really dig deep in order to get to where you want to be. And that's one of the first things we do is we talk. I want to get to know who you are. You want to get to know my style and really see if working together is the answer. Because like I said, you can do this on your own. It just might take you a lot more time, a lot more energy, trying to scrap things together, trying to figure it out, all out, everything. Yet I have done this. I've been there. I've helped other women do this. And I myself have been through this journey. So I want to help you make that journey more streamlined so that you can get to where you want to be much sooner and becoming your best version a lot quicker. So through coaching, you can create a life that aligns with your authentic self. That's what this is about, right? Getting to your true self. So the Supermom Detox is my coaching program. If you haven't heard of that, then go back through some of the posts. Every Facebook Live, I feel like I'm a broken record, always talking about the Supermom Detox, but this is my one-on-one personalized coaching program that can help you reclaim your sense of self. It can help you unlock your true potential, and it can help you embrace a life that you feel that brings you fulfillment and joy in your role as mom, but also beyond.